So my plan is to try to show you a tutorial on how to make this. This is the back, and I made it from a spoon. I have already started with picking out a spoon and a template, as you can see. And what I did was I printed out the template and I just used some glue and glued it to the back of the spoon. Next, I want to take a marker and basically cover what we want to cut out, and I will get back to you on that. So next, I pulled off the paper, and this is the stencil that is drawn onto the spoon. What I'm going to use is a very tiny drill bit, and I am going to drill out the eyes and the nose and go from there. Also, when drilling out the eyes and the nose, it's a good thing to use the punch down tool just to get the drill started. I have drilled out the eyes and the nose, and usually what I do is, especially for the nose, because it's so small to make the cavities of the nose, I take my drill and I move it up and down, side to side a little bit, just so it doesn't look like round holes. And as of right now it still does, but I'm going to work on that in a bit. And then next comes working on the eyes. I'll take my Dremel bit and I will show you the tool now. Alright, now I'm going to use my Dremel tool, and I'm going to use this bit. Actually, this bit has been cut or broke off, but it will still work fine. It's like a drill bit, but I can go side to side and remount the eyes. One thing I want to point out, while using this tool, it may not be the best tool because it's more designed for drywall and wood. It rather dulls quickly. When I was making my first one, I actually, as you can see here, I started to skip out of the holes and create scratches over the artwork. I tried to buff them and sand them out, and it was too much work, and I actually incorporated them into the finished product to make it like a cracked skull, more realistic, and it worked very well. Alright, so I have drilled out the eyes and the nose, and now comes for me the dirty work. I'm using this Harbor Freight tool. So this is not the best tool to use. The bit grinds faster than the spoon itself, the stainless steel part of the spoon, and it makes a big mess. An angle grinder would be much better. For the fine detail, what I do is I come back and I use my Dremel bit and one of these tools. It's a diamond blade. I could use this for the whole project, but the problem is this takes too long, and I don't want to burn out my Dremel tool. One thing else that I want to say is, when your project's going, don't worry about mistakes. Take your time with it, but don't worry about mistakes. You can see there I made a mistake, and there. But again, when I was making the last one, I decided to just work with it. So don't give up on your project. Follow through and see how it comes out to the end, and then throw it away if you're not happy with it. But don't give up on it. Keep pushing forward and see what happens. Alright, I have semi-finished version 2. This is version 1. Again, I have to apologize for not knowing the proper name of the tools that I'm using, but I'm new to this and I don't really care. Maybe I'll put them in the notes, maybe not. You guys could probably use whatever you want. Not probably, you definitely can. Anyway, scratched a little X in there. Went around my drill bit that I was using for carving out the eyes. I didn't jump around as much as I did on this one and scratch it up so bad. I did a little bit, but I didn't add any more scratches to the skull. I figured let's make it a little different. A little bit more happy with the way the nose came out in this one than this. But anyway, I have to say, make sure you're using your proper eye protection and gloves if you're worried about getting metal in your hands. You're going to get metal in your hands. I guarantee it with this. And as far as your eyes, if you're not wearing eye protection, you're just stupid. Don't not wear the eye protection. After carving everything out, the next step is I come over and I use my wire wheel. Now, I get every angle I possibly can with this. Alright, I get the front, back, side, top, bottom, everything. Then I'll take a file and I'll go through the eyes. Nose is a little too small, I don't have a file to get through that. Same thing with the teeth here. And all the little spots. So I spend time with the wire wheel and I really go over it as best as I possibly can. And then after that, I'll come over to my buffer and I buff the hell out of it. Get it really nice and shiny. It is shinier that than it is. It's not showing up well in the video. I don't know why, but anyway, you can use rouge polishing compound. I use the white Jeweler's Rouge. I may try the red next time just to see if there's a difference, but I was pretty happy with the white. So after all is said and done, you want to come back to your vise, lock it up, and cut the handle off. I did the handle a little different on version 2 opposed to version 1. Wasn't happy with the hole that I drilled out in version 1. And then when I bent it, it wasn't at a good spot. I didn't put any hole in this one yet. You can do it any way you want. This is what I decided to do. I may fix this and even this one, I'm not sure yet, but that's my finished product, and I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Just a little hobby.